It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. Great to have you with us for this primetime battle. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Under the lights, we'll be putting in the spotlight the running backs. These are two teams, Greg, with backs who can tote it and carry it and make guys miss. But they're going to give us a fun old-school game on the ground here tonight.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool, Mike, because, I mean, how many of these games have you and I done where we start out saying, all right, the quarterbacks, the wide receiver, these two electric passing games, that's how these offenses are built. But now we have a little bit of a throwback, and for two teams that unapologetically say, we are going to run our offense through the running back position, we don't see that so often anymore. So for two guys like us that understand and appreciate the legacy and the history of this game, I think it's kind of fun.
Avery Williams on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Not much to speak of on that one, maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Robinson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. From the gun on third down, here's Penix. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. 11 yards on the pass there. It's good for a Falcon first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Another run here for Robinson. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast. And tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
On third down, Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. Now Penix. That's into the hands of Werner, the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Whose kick is good. And the Falcons are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. And their quarterback is the all-time leading passer for the Raiders, Derek Carr, the veteran.
Ever since Derek Carr came into the league, Mike, he's been historically a very passionate and productive NFL quarterback. He has the arm that can make every throw, but sometimes it's that arm that gets him into trouble. So he's got to find a little balance, a happy medium between aggressiveness and recklessness, because when he's playing well, they have as good a shot to win games as anybody.
On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Richie Grant up from the secondary to get in on that one. They'll go again here with Kamara. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
Nice combination of vision, patience, and speed by the running back here. The vision to see the hole, the patience to let the blocks unfold, and then the speed to hit it and pick up a nice gain.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They're going to go right back to Kamara. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Carr working out of the gun. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Carr. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Falcons offense ready now for their second drive. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead. See if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's first and 10. On play action, Penix. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Penix. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On first down, it's Penix. That's caught right side. It's London. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw again, it's Penix. That's caught left side. It's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Again, it's Penix. That'll be caught by McLeod. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That one taken in by London. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play. Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Here's Williams on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Saints offensive veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Caden Ellis in on that stop. We are through 1. It's the Falcons with the early lead. More from New Orleans after this. Carr now on 2nd down. Open man, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. In motion is Hill. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. He's got the connection there to Valdez-Scantling. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. In motion is Hill. Here's Kamara. And he'll work his way down inside the 40. Up from his safety spot, Jesse Bates makes the play. They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. To throw is Carr. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. He'll get this to McCloud. That long one's going to bring them first and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Five yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. Looking to throw. It's Penix. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Darnell Mooney, touchdown Falcons. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons extend their advantage to 13-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Saints offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They find themselves down 13-0 here. They try to get things started offensively. It's first and 10. A give up the middle with Kamara. And a good run there to get him 5 yards.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Kamara. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Carr. He's got his man. That's Olave. And he will go all the way. Chris Olave. Touchdown Saints. 3rd down. I focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Blake Groupie comes on for the extra point. He's got it. Saints are on the board. It's now 13-7. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Ray McLeod on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Falcons offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. To throw is Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll be 2nd down. They run over center with Robinson. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Demario Davis there on the play. Third down and 9. Pitts is the man in motion. On 3rd down, Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Here's Penix. He's got his man. It's Mooney.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Penix on 3rd down. He gets this one complete to Hodge. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Throwing is Penix. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Here's a designed run. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line.
Down in the red zone, designed quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Here's Penix. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he's going the wrong way, dropped back at the 7.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Pitts is the man in motion. On 3rd and goal, it's Penix. He pulls it in around the 5. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So Chris Olave and the rest of the Saints offense getting ready for their next possession. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with 1st down. Carr working out of the gun. That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the 1st play. And a 1st down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
On 1st down, Carr. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. We're back to New Orleans. After this, 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Carr. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
Seems like the fullback is kind of the last of a dying breed, but we see them used occasionally in the run game. But man, when you have a guy that you can target in the passing game, it just adds one more layer for a defense to have to worry about.
They'll go play action with Carr. He's going to take a shot down the field. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake, and you're not going to get away with it at this level.
The Falcons offense ready to take over possession of the football. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll run with Robinson. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. Cedric Wilson back to receive. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The Saints offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. First and 10. Olave is the motion man. On 1st and 10, Carr. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. To the right, that's Pitts. And he's out of bounds in great shape, down at the 15-yard line. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And the lefty panics on first down. He'll get this to Pitts once more. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here is Penix. That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Falcons going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Falcons are in the lead. As we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime reports. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach, second half drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Saints offense and Derek Carr set to take over once more. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the high, or actually the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game under pressure all game long. The secondary feasting on his passes. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Carr. He'll get this out to his running back. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of 2. 3rd down and 13.
Carr. He'll get this out wide. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to throw. Here's Penix. That'll be caught by McLeod. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Penix. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Ray McLeod. Touchdown Atlanta.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
On is Koo for the point after. The kick is good. And the Falcons will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Saints 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. Let's go back through their earlier possessions, and a lot of them, Greg, have ended with the defense going the other way.
And there's no greater indicator in the NFL of success in terms of wins and losses than the turnover battle. And we've seen so many statistics and charts. We can go on and on. The simplest way to say, if you protect the ball, your chance of winning goes up. if you don't protect the ball, your chance of winning goes down. So here they have 3 interceptions, losing fumbles. It's really been a meltdown by multiple guys all across this offense.
Off the play fake. Here's Carr. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Carr now on second down. And it's a reception for Taysom Hill. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Olave is the motion man. Carr from the gun on third down. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
On second down, here's a run with Kamara. He'll take this down to the 47. Up from his safety spot, Jesse Bates makes the play. Here's 3rd and 7. Now, Carr. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Pitts is the man in motion. On first down, it's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On second down, Penix. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
3rd and 5. From the gun on third down. The blitz Gets there, and he lost the football. The Saints have got it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it, 1st and 10. Carr working out of the gun. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara.
Number 41, Alvin Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 18-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Carr. He'll look underneath here and find Kamara. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
2nd and goal. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On the handoff, it's Kamara. And he's into the end zone. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. He's got it. And the Saints are able to cut into the deficit.
Falcons 26, Saints 14.
After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. On the return, it's Williams. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early.
Automatic 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Play action. It's Penix. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's complete. He's got it to London. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First down at 9.
Pitts is the man in motion. Now the lefty Penix on 1st down. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. Automatic first down.
Back to the ground after the penalty. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Pete Werner there to make the tackle. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They face 2nd down and 7. On play action, Penix. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. Koo's kick is good. And the Falcons will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On first down, they'll start out with Kamara. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Shaheed in motion. On the ground, it's Kamara. And he's going to have the first down. Mark him at the 45 and move the chains. A run here with Kamara. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Olave is the motion man. Second down, Carr. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Carr. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Second and a yard. Throwing is Carr. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Well, sometimes as a play caller, it's pretty easy. Get the ball into the hands of your best players. In this case, a wide receiver screen. Get it to him quick, get some blockers out in front, let him do the rest after the catch, and he picks up the first down.
A give running right with Kamara. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Back is Carr. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
3rd and 9. Here's Carr. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. As we look back at some of the highlights in this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Pitts is the man in motion. On 2nd down, here's Penix. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. Colson Adebo, the good coverage. Gets his hand in there to knock it away.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Penix going to throw again. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Falcons getting their puncher out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Now a fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Carr now on 2nd down. That's to the right side and incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball, and he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Going for it all. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
It seemed there was a bit of a busted coverage in the secondary, and I think that's what led that receiver to be so wide open. And That's a ball that just needs to be put on him. It doesn't have to be a perfect throw. It doesn't have to be thrown on the money. Just make it catchable and take advantage of that opportunity.
And he's going to have a Saints first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for fourth down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
He was trying to get it to Alvin Kamara that time, and it'll bring up second down.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
Shaheed in motion. Now, second down throw from Carr. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Taken down back at the 42.
Third and long. To throw, it's Carr. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the first down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
Here's first and 10. On the give, it's Robinson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
On first down, right back to Robinson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Another run here for Robinson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard. They'll go again with Robinson. And he's going to be taken down. New Orleans' third and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
So on second down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on third and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's third and goal. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
For the Falcons field goal, a 24-yard attempt. His kick is good. Next display.
So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, from New Orleans, we say goodnight.